Chelsea just found their striker? Oh! It's the kid half hope. It's the kid half hope. It's the kid half hope double freaking H, man. Look, remember, guys. Where was the whole thing? Where's the whole thing over there? Visit the website, halfoffootballhot.com for all of that goodness and the home of football analysis, halfoffootballhot.com. Come on, baby. All right. Let's just put that stuff out of the way. Dell! Don't let us get a striker. That's what I'm saying. Isaac, Haaland, Lewandowski, Jokeres. Don't let us get a striker, because if we get a striker, it's GG's. You know how you go online, you play online, and then you meet that kind of racist 12-year-old white boy who lives still in the trailer park, meth tax. Those dudes. Xbox Live and everything. And then when you beat them, GG's. They probably send like a racist message afterwards, GG's. But if we get a striker, and again, I wasn't sure. That's my thing. I wasn't sure. I was like, you know what? I wasn't sure because first, look, no, hold on. That's. You see, we had to get we was going to get the freaking W. Look, Esperance, Tunis, my African brothers, I love and everything, but we was going to get the freaking W. So it was never in doubt though. So it was always a matter of time because the level of Chelsea, but we're always going to get that Dubinsky. But it was not about getting the Dubinsky. That was never in doubt. It was how we would get that Dubinsky, and if something, because here's the key thing. Because NICO Jackson going down, like, oh my gosh, NICO Jackson going down. Can this guy say what's up? And I was always worried. Because I was worried about, do we have a finisher? And when I first saw DELAP, I was like, okay, Bangers and Mash, Winston, EDL, King Charles, British Empire, full English, all that kind of stuff, coming down the pub, cheers mates, another pints, get rich son, blah, 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 blah. All those things, all those jokes and everything. And I was like, should he get this? No, number 9. That's not alcohol, that's water. Shout out to my water peeps out there. Water, cut the damn check. Water, cut the Atlantic Ocean, cut the damn check. So I was worried. I was like, should we still hold up for your boy Jokeres? Should we still get to Osim and everything? But you know what? I think he saw my vid and he said, you know what? Enter the Dell. Enter the Dell. Welcome to Dell. Welcome to Dell. You see, Dell is interesting because what Dell is he's tall. But even despite how tall he is and his big frame and it looks like a thug that might work for the EDL, despite that, the Dell has very good footwork. The Dell has very good footwork. The Dell has very good ball control. He's got, and he can bring in guys into the game. But all that is very good because NICO can do that. That was a niche. But not only was it a niche, it was the adoption, and then solo goals are key because for a striker, can you do the two flex? What is the two flex for a striker? Can you get at the end of through balls and crosses? Can you create your own goal? Because sometimes mama ain't gonna make that meal for you. Sometimes mommy's gone. Mommy's gone away. So once mommy's gone, once mama's gone, can you create your own meal? Can you go into the kitchen and be like, you know what? I remember what mommy taught me. So it's a little bit of stew, a little bit of knorr cubes, a sprinkle of coriander and everything. Can I make my own meal when mom is not around? Because if mom can't make you a meal, can you make your own meal? And the Dell said, I can make my own meal. Just give me a little bit of salt, a bit of pepper. I can sprinkle and make my own meal. Because what Dell said is that, let me cook. Because that meal was made fully by the Dell. No one helped him in the kitchen. No one gave him any assistance. He created that meal. He had the adoption, and then he had the freaking niche. I don't want to jump into conclusions, but I think the Dell might be a striker. Because again, I wasn't so sure, but shout out to your boy Patrick and other City guys. They said that in the City Academy, he was one of those freaking dudes. And so that he was actually really, really good in the City Academy. And he was actually one of the best young players out there. And I was like, okay, fine and everything. But, because remember, he had an assist in the previous game and a great goal, because the key thing about that goal was how early he took that niche. And what I've always said is that NICO Jackson is a good player. He's a bit crazy. I don't know who he's killing himself for, but he's not a natural finisher. And what we need is a natural nisher. Okay, we need a natural nisher. And I think what this guy is, he's a natural striker and a natural finisher, because you can't teach people who just have that knack for finishing, who just have that knack for nishing. But what the Dell shows that he has a knack for finishing. So let's see. Okay, and the key thing to say here is that the number 9 of Chelsea, it's not cost. It isn't like, oh my gosh, it's a crazy hoodoo thing. If you're good enough, you can cook for Chelsea. Costa cooked, Drogba cooked, Hasselbank cooked. People have cooked. So if you don't, so either you view yourself as a Morata, or you view yourself as a Hasselbank or a Drogba or a Costa. And I think that if the Dell believes in his abilities, oh my gosh, sky's not the limit. You know what the limit is? The freaking universe, the freaking Milky Way. That's the freaking limit now. So for Dell, it's looking good. It's looking good so far. And I'm impressed. But there's another key thing here I want to bring in. Chris Koo, aka Nkunku. I wanted him sold. Because when I looked at Nkunku, I was like, this guy's garbage, he's crap. He's garbage, he's crap. Get rid of him. This guy's crap. He's garbage, he's crap. He's garbage, he's crap. He's useless. And I was happy for him to be sold. Now, when I say sold, I don't want a swap deal with that guy whose teeth can't be fixed, whose teeth look like they were made by Edward Scissorhands, i.e. Garnacho. But you know what? And that's the thing that you have to learn in football. Place somebody in their best position and they will cook. All those times we're insulting Nkunku, he was being played as a lone striker. And that is not his position. So he just didn't know. So you see, he was either played as a lone striker or as a winger. You now play him with a striker, keeping behind the striker, and he's now playing in that hole and he has the freedom to operate in that space. Oh, this is a completely different player. And when I was watching it, I was like, oh my gosh, eureka. Because remember, it was Nkunku and NICO Jackson as a two, one up top, one behind. But then what happened? Nkunku got injured, and that all messed up. And then once Nkunku now came back, he was either played as a striker or played out wide. But I think what we have seen here is, oh, hang on. No, keep Nkunku. We play two. And I think the two are these dudes. Because I think that Nkunku as a footballer is better than NICO Jackson. So playing in that hole, in that position, I just think he's more intelligent and he has a better footballing ability in that space than NICO Jackson, And I just think that with Dell is just a better striker and a better finisher. And I think that what we can see here, remember, bro, I think this could be the reignition of Gudjonsen and Hasbank. And hey, bro, pushing forward racial tensions out there. So all those guys who say that Dell might be working for the EDL or the Reform Party, we can put all that and dispel all of that, and they can come together and say black and white coming together as one. Racial tensions, let's break it down. But seriously though, keep on Nkunku and play it too. Now, hopefully that bald-headed moron known as Mamaraska realizes this and realizes that don't play Nkunku as a lone striker. Don't play Nkunku as a winger. Play Nkunku with a striker. Because when you play him with a striker and he's working off of a striker, this guy looks like a completely different player, and Chelsea's attack just has far more vibrancy. Because what I don't like is predictability. Oh, give it to Neto, Cross. Oh, give it to Madueke. Because for me, I don't rate Madueke and Neto, neither of them. But if you now, and remember, you could bring in a Gittins could be coming in soon. But if you now have another way of attacking, which is now through the center and it's through Nkunku, and Nkunku is walking off of him and your boy Dell. Oh, bro. Chelsea's attack is now much more 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional now. So 100%, I've changed. Keep Nkunku, but play him in that space. And if you play him in that space, oh my gosh, I think Chelsea can 100% cook. So, what does this mean? tell you right now, there's a path to the semi-final. Now, I don't want to just check something real quick. There is a path to the semis. I wanted to see, hold up, Club World Cup 2025. Because I wanted to just check something. So, hold up, knockout stage. So, okay, we have to wait, because I'm just trying to think of who could be in the semis. So group E, F, G, H. E, F, G, H. Hold up, E, F, G, H. FIFA World Cup table. So, okay, so it could be a Real or like even a Juve. So it could be, we could be meeting a Real, a City, or a Juve in the semifinals. And and bring them on. Who cares? Bring them on. But 100%, there's a part to the semis. Should be if we beat Benfica, then it's if we beat Benfica, then it's either Botafogo or Palmeiras. So yes, also beat one of them, then it's a semi-finals of most likely City, Real Madrid, or Juventus. And hey, fancy those chances. And if we beat those guys, final easy money, completely easy money. But again, game by game, 100% Benfica should be favorites. Again, if we play that lineup, but with Caicedo in midfield and with Rige, Maresca, don't get smart. You're not that smart, bro. You ain't Morgan, bro. Just be very simple with that bald head of yours. Don't try to be a genius. You're not. You start Rige, our most talented player, have Caicedo in that freaking midfield. Nkunku and Dell as a 2. Play those guys as a 2 and Nkunku as just a guy playing the whole. Easy money. You play that lineup, easy money, easy cash, and Chelsea can freaking cook, man. So look, man, bro, I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. I think those guys can cook, and guys, I'm just saying right now, bro, if Dell really keeps improving, and if Dell and Nkunku can keep working like this and everything, and Chelsea just get a few more signings, I would like another interesting winger and so forth. Woo! And a few defenders. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Chelsea! Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.